Saat Alan, Silsuaftere, residents of Tehran, awoken to the destruction of Israeli airstrikes. In the early hours of the morning, CCTV captured the moment the attacks hit, lighting up the Iranian capital skyline and leaving this building consumed by a raging blaze. When daylight came, the scale of the damage became clearer, with residential buildings and cars destroyed, leaving locals in a state of confusion.
This building where we live blew up. I don't know if they hit it with a missile or what. I don't know what happened to neighbouring apartments.
Whilst Iranian state television showed wreckage caused to residential areas, Israel insisted its strikes were targeted, aimed at the heart of Iran's nuclear program.
Today, Israel has shown that we have learned the lessons of history. When enemies vow to destroy you, believe them. When enemies build weapons of mass death, stop them. As the Bible teaches
Benjamin Netanyahu, real name Benjamin Milkowski.
us, when someone comes to kill you, rise and act first. This is exactly what Israel has done today. We have risen like lions to defend ourselves.
The strikes, which were aimed at dozens of targets around the country, have reportedly left top Iranian military officials and scientists dead, including the leader of the country's paramilitary Revolutionary Guard, General Hossein Salami. Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, has warned Israel should expect severe punishment as his country contends with what appears to be the most significant attack it's faced since being at war with Iraq in the 1980s. Israel seems to be readying itself as air raid sirens blared through Jerusalem and the defense minister declared a state of emergency. Iran has already launched 100 drones in response, according to the Israeli military. Israel's closest ally has distanced itself from these strikes, US Secretary of State Marco Rubio saying the country took unilateral action, while world leaders have urged for restraint and de-escalation.
And everybody is focused on de-escalation, but of course all the next steps will follow from that. So it's difficult now to predict exactly what will happen over the next 24 and 48 hours, but I think there is a focused endeavor to make sure that de-escalation is the key.
But whether or not the calls for de-escalation will be enough to prevent an all-out war between these two bitter Middle East adversaries remains to be seen. Mahathir Pasha, ITV News.
And there you have it, man. Just like I said last night, Amalek could strike Persia any minute now. Lo and behold, it happens. Yeah. There won't be any peace amongst these countries, man. 1 Thessalonians 5:3, for when they shall say peace, and then, when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction. Okay? Alright? There's even reports saying that, the commander of the IRGC was unalived in the strikes as well. Okay? So, it's a major move. Alright? It's a major move. Alright? Especially if that's true. Alright? So, you Khameneians must retaliate, man. Alright? Remember back in January 2020, you had Qasem Soleimani, a commander, that was taken out. Okay? And the Persians, they vowed to avenge his deletion. Okay? And that took place underneath Trump's administration, by the way. His first administration before he was, out of there, and then now he's back. Look at all the things that's happening. Alright? You see? See, the Most High is letting his word speak, man. Alright? Let's go to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, verse 20. Prophecy is coming to pass. Alright? Read this in the New King James Version. Okay? And it reads, "Therefore hear the counsel of Yahweh that he has taken against Edom, and his purposes that he has purposed against the inhabitants of Teman." Right? And Temanites, Edomites, the so-called Germans, right, the wisest of right. "Surely the least of the flock," right, the JJs, "shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their dwelling places desolate with them." Okay, so they will draw out Babylon into this, Third World War. Okay, and America is involved in how many proxy wars now? Okay, you got Ukraine and Russia. That's ongoing, as we know, right? China is contemplating moving on Taiwan. Okay, now this. So let's see what Persia will do. Okay, and of course, you know, you're gonna have other media sources that will, you know, report what truly happened as well, right? Because there's biased media sources out there and things of that nature, all right? You know, especially mainstream news, all right? And when things escalate, expect gas and oil to increase significantly. The prices are gonna go high. All right, just you watch. All right, just you wait. Okay, you've already got these ICE protests going on. All right, yeah. Then Babylon America is divided, man. The nation is divided. All right, let's go to the book of the prophet Habakkuk, chapter 2, and verse 3. Read this in the New Living Translation, NLT, and it reads, "This vision is for a future time. It describes the end and it will be fulfilled. If it seems slow in coming, wait patiently, for it will surely take place. It will not be delayed." All right, you got many things happening, man. Multiple things happening. All right, and these visions are these prophecies, man. All right, you got nation against nation, prophecy speaking. All right, and we're at the end, man. It's evident, it's clear. We see these things manifesting in real time, in our generation. Okay. Got Palestinians getting wiped out in Gaza. Right, these neighboring Islamic nations will come together against E. All right. Oh yeah, it's on. Let's go to the book of Obadiah, verse 1. All right, New King James Version. It reads, "The vision of Obadiah. Thus said the Lord power, Yahweh, concerning Edom. We have heard a report from Yahweh, and a messenger has been sent among the nations, saying, Arise and let us rise up against her for battle." All right. The her, right there, the her is talking about E. Okay. Verse 2. "Behold, I will make you small among the nations. You shall be greatly despised." All right. Before you know it, man, the JJs will be attacked on all sides. All right. E is despised against the heathen, man. All right. That's why the small hats are going to require, the assistance from Babylon, and once they drawn into it, that's when Gog Russia, the bear, will step in. So that's Ezekiel chapter 38. All right. Okay. You got that travel ban list. All right. Those nations in Ezekiel 38 that Russia is supposed, that Russia is a guard unto, are on it, are on that said list. All right. Those are enemy nations that cannot travel there. Right. To America. And you see, if those 1948ers were the chosen people, why would they need a military force? Why would they need nuclear weapons? Surely, they depend upon the Lord. You see? Right? That's how we know for a fact that they're not the chosen nation. Go to the book of Isaiah chapter 2 and verse 3. And it reads, "And many people shall go and say, Come you, and let us go up to the mountain of Yahweh, to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of Yahweh from Jerusalem." You see? The law ain't going forth through them small hats. Right? You still have Pink City up and running over there, naked beaches. Alright, that land is defiled heavily, man. Different religious places of worship. Alright? So yeah, clearly, that's not happened. Look what's going on. Alright? The law ain't going far through them. Right? And Israel shut off internet in Gaza to commit genocide in the dark as well. You see? Oh, and Iran has a solid military, not to mention the backing from Russia and China. Alright? Because they're in the BRICS nations. Alright? So they have trade deals, they've got economic interests and ties. Alright? So, you make that move, the others will back them. Alright? Isaiah chapter 13. Alright? And it reads, the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. Yahweh of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. Okay? So there you have it, man. You know, that's how the Most High is running things, you know. Alright, war tensions are in the air, man. Okay, the Lord is a man of war, the Lord is his name. Exodus 15:3. You know, you got hostility everywhere, man. Alright, verse 5, they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even Yahweh and the weapons of his indignation, to destroy the whole land. Okay? And of course we know that, you know, the MOTB has to be, you know, made mandatory first before World War III kicks off. So that's super close to happening. Alright? You know, prophecy has to be in the right order. Okay? So yeah. ICE protest, agent provocateurs, and, you know, orchestrated chaos too. Okay? You've got major businesses being torn up amidst, you know, the living crisis. Alright? The cost of living, that's going up. Less and less jobs, people getting laid off left, right, and centre. Alright? Shrinkflation as well. So we'll see what comes of this, man. Okay? Yeah, so Persia is being provoked. Alright? I doubt they're just going to give empty threats, man. I think they're going to make a move soon. Because things are seriously escalating, man. Hot, crazy summer. Alright? And also fair use. You know, I'm not, you know, making money off of this. Alright? This content. Just putting it up for edification and educational purposes only. And I'll put the link to this in the description box beneath of my video. Alright? So yeah, things are happening, man, and speeding up quick. Right? And this is exciting for us believers, man. Okay? So there you have it, man. And yeah, there'll be more updates regarding this, different sources, new sources, and what have you. Okay? That's why we, you know, we watch as well as pray, man. Alright? I'll get last one more scripture. Then we'll close out. It's in the Apocrypha. Second Esdras chapter 4. Just bear with me while I read it off a different device. These things play up, man. It's just shaitan in it. I'm always in the midst. Let's close down the flipping app, and then it's always something I tell you, man, with these technology. It's like it's temperamental. 1 minute works fine, next minute, especially when you want it to do something, it messes up. So yeah, 2 Esdras chapter 4, verse 37, it reads, by measure hath he measured the times, and by number hath he numbered the times, and he doth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled. So, you know, so Lord, you know, he's everything set up. He has everything set up, man. Prophecy must move in the right order. Before World War III can happen, the MOTB has to be made mandatory first. Okay? Alright? So, you know, prophecy lines up. Okay? I'll get last one as well. And then that's it. Matthew chapter 24, verse 7, it reads, for nation shall rise against nation, and Yahweh shall speak in this, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences, yeah, new variants of the crown, alright, and all sorts, and earthquakes in diverse places, alright, nation against nation, small hats against the Persians, the Carmanians, alright. As I say, all these are the beginning of sorrows, yeah. So yeah, man, we're at the end, man. Okay, we're at the end. So Lord willing, this lesson is informative, edifying, and uplifting to the elect. You know, to whoever's watching and listening. Okay? Pray it was edifying. Alright? Kal halal Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, Bashim Rakakudash, as always. Okay? And shalom to the elect. Till next time, to the next show, Lord willing.